You're looking at downtown Atlanta tonight from Athens, Georgia, Turner Soccer Complex on the campus of the University of Georgia. It's MLS Next Pro Match Day 3, featuring Atlanta United 2 and Huntsville City. Josh Appel with you along for the ride on this Sunday. Thanks so much for spending part of your Sunday evening with us here in Athens. Huntsville City, they're coming off of a 7-2 defeat at the hands of Crowd Legacy, and Chris O'Neill's side is eager to get that taste out of their mouths from a week ago, while Atlanta United, they're coming off of their first victory of the season, 2-1 over Carolina Core 1 week ago in this very stadium. Let's take a look at our starting 11s. First for Jose Silva and Atlanta United 2. Liam Butts up top, the talented goal scorer in his first season with Atlanta United 2. Jonathan Ransom, the 18-year-old MLS Next Pro All-Star. He gets the start between the sticks. Dominic Chonqui, who returned from an injury last week, got on the score sheet with an assist. He's back in the starting 11 for Silva. 5 first-teamers in the starting 11 for Jose Silva after 7 last week. Let's take a look now at the visitors, Huntsville City, and what Chris O'Neill will throw out there today. Shaq Mohammed up top with Ek and Eniguez. Brunei, the talented midfielder, third-round pick out of SMU. Cristiano, the captain at left back. Thomas Williams, Nigel Prince, the two center backs. Malachi Molina, the right back, in front of the young keeper, 17-year-old Will McKay, in his first season with Huntsville City. Coming over from Real Monarchs, he gets the start between the sticks for Chris O'Neill. Huntsville enters today 1 win, 1 loss, no draws in the first 2 weeks. Atlanta United 2 fell in a PK shootout at New England on match day 1, bounced back with the victory last week. And now we're ready to go here in Athens. Corbin May is our referee. He's assisted by Sharon Gingrich and Fritz Barbarousse. Dorian Del Toro is our 4th official. This is the last home match for Atlanta before 4 consecutive matches on the road. Make it 5 consecutive matches on the road. Twice at Crowd Legacy, at Inter Miami, at Chicago, at Carolina, before coming back home on May 10th. It'll be well over a month. They'll spend the entire month of April away from home. In fact, even when they return home on May 10th, they go right back on the road for a couple at this Huntsville side and at Philadelphia Union, which means they'll have a lot of home matches padded at the end of the schedule. But with 2 of the first 3 at home, they've already got 3 points in 1 home match. You know they want to make it 6 points in 2 home matches and pad their record a little bit before hitting the road and playing in some difficult environments. Another busy weekend of MLS Next Pro action. And we finish it out here on the campus of the University of Georgia. Big win for the Atlanta first team this weekend over Philadelphia. Nashville SC with a big road victory at Columbus yesterday as well, 1-0. Now the Next Pro side's hoping to keep the positive weekend for these organizations going. Huntsville City in orange. Atlanta United 2 in the black. And we're underway in match day 3. Huntsville moving to the goal to our left, Atlanta to the goal to our right. Brunei easily identifiable, that luscious head of hair. Williams plays it back to his keeper, McKay. That's out for an Atlanta throw-in. 68 degrees in Athens tonight. Beautiful night for some MLS Next Pro action. Jonathan Ransom, the Athens native. All-star last year with 9 clean sheets. Hoping tonight he picks up his first. Thomas Williams' first season in the Nashville system. Muhammad, his former teammate with Orlando. Brunet, the SMU alum, 3rd round pick. Nashville have high hopes for him, a lot of potential. They think he could have a future with their first team. Really impressed in the ACC tournament this past college season, did Brunet. Leo Cristiano, first season with Huntsville after coming over from SKC2, the captain. Prince slides it ahead. Huntsville turned back once more and will reset with their keeper, Matt McKay. McKay made 11 starts last season for Real Monarchs. Trouble for Majoub. Muhammad right on top of him. But Majoub able to handle it and get it back to his keeper, Ransom. Majoub, the only returning defender for Atlanta United 2 in 2026. Chika, Sananu, Chongqui with him on that back line in a back 4. Cristiano. Nobody in orange home, throwing for Atlanta. Adrian Gill taken away by Brunet. He gets through on Chika. Brunet. Chika recovers and wins that. Chika against his former club, Carolina Core, last week. Scored his first goal with Atlanta. Turned out to be the game winner. Dunbar, formerly of Orange County Soccer Club and USL Championship. 1v1 with Molina, lays it ahead. The shot, the save by McKay. And it pops into the air and McKay grabs it. Chongqui joining the attack. McKay denied him. Van de Venter. Eck was hounded. Eck. Fortune wins it. Cristiano recovers. And it's Williams. Brunet. Going long down that right side. Molina catches up to it in the corner. Majoub watches him. And Yiguez, some trouble with on that far side with Molina. Now Brunet for Veliz. Cristiano takes over. Defers to Veliz. Williams surveys his options. Butts pressing for Atlanta. Navigated well by Huntsville. They're coming off that 7-2 drubbing at the hands of Crown Legacy. Crown scored 3 goals in the first 20 minutes, including their first in the 3rd minute, so already a much stronger start for Chris O'Neill's side, which is what he wanted to see in this matchup. They have controlled possession, although Atlanta have 1 shot on target. So are off to a better start, of course, than they were last week. Pita, one of the first teamers, signed a homegrown contract earlier this year. Brennan, another first teamer. Across, Butts tried to flick it, unable to. Valise plays it to his keeper McKay, and he gets it away. Gill for Atlanta. Long down that right side, Brennan chases it down in the corner. Williams watches him. Brennan fires it in front, knocked down by Molina and cleared away. Chica's back on it though. It's Brennan. And he earns the corner for Atlanta. Comes all the way through, top of the 18. Didn't test Mackey there. And now Huntsville trying to turn it up. Muhammad, the Duke product, resets for Brunet. Mackey out to play it with Butts closing in. Mackey gets rid of it. And now Atlanta resets to Mackey's counterpart, Ransom. Long ball to nowhere. Williams, who's in his first season in the Nashville system. That's out for an Atlanta throw. I asked Jose Silva about what he thought of his team's match against Carolina. He said, look, we didn't start great, but we settled in, dominated the end of that first half. Recovered from their mistake on the own goal. In the second half, they were able to get all 3 points. First time this season they've done that. If you're wondering where Patrick Weah is, he's in the last stage of his recovery process, according to Jose Silva. He's been involved in training, coming back from that knee injury. Jose Silva, you see a team that in Huntsville loses 7-2 in that manner. Get to it in a moment as Dunbar trying to create. He earns a corner. He said, look, last game does not show the type of talent that Huntsville have. They're difficult to take the ball away from them. And for them, it's all about how quickly they can organize, force mistakes, and when they do force those mistakes, capitalize on them and punish the opponent. Dunbar will take the in-swinging corner. Toward the near post. Comes all the way for Brennan. Brennan to his left, back into the mixer. Turned aside, never got all the way through. Muhammad creates space for himself. Puts on the brakes. Brunet. And Yiguez trying to lead Molina. Majub got there first. Ransom finds Chongqui. Now Gill for Dunbar. Dunbar using that speed. Brunet meets him. Now Chica. Make that Pita. Now for a throw to Atlanta. Good ball. Can Brennan get there first? He does, and earns another corner. Third corner in the first 12 minutes of this match for Atlanta. Much like last week, they seem to have settled in here. And they've been the team controlling the last few minutes. And swinger on its way. It's a good one. And another corner coming. On its way, punched away by Mackey. Muhammad in Yiguez. Brunet moves it along for Williams. Long over the top. Flag stays down. Muhammad on his horse. Shaq Muhammad turns. His shot blocked. Comes for Cristiano, who tees it up. And Cristiano scores! The captain puts Huntsville on top. And the visitors lead it 1-0 in the 14th minute. It was a great ball over the top. Muhammad defended well. And Cristiano almost laid perfectly for him off the deflection by Majub. Able to tuck it into that right corner. No chance for Ransom. And when you're coming off of a 7-2 defeat, you can't drop a better start on the road than that. Atlanta trying to answer. Butts battling with Williams. And a foul called on Butts. Cristiano played every minute of the first two matches and has his first goal of the season. This portion of the broadcast is sponsored by Emory Healthcare. Chica keeps possession as he's pressured by Van de Veter. Long ball, Brennan trying to get there first. Williams had an excellent start to this match, over to cut him off. Throw-in for Huntsville. Gill. Now it's Dunbar. Dunbar unleashes, and Mackey, diving to his right, makes the stop. Goal by Cristiano a few minutes ago. Huntsville looking for more. Great ball. Muhammad tried to play it across. It was deflected. Gill there to get it. Absorbs the contact. And now a great ball leading the way for Pita. Williams closes in on him. Pita to his left, like he ran into a brick wall, and Williams has something to say. You could see the size difference between the two of them. Molina. Iniguez. Sinanu, first season with Atlanta, comes over from Colorado. Sixth overall pick in last year's draft. Another good one going on in MLS Next Pro right now. Real Monarchs, LAFC 2, level at 2 in the second half. As Dunbar plays this across, but nobody home. And Cristiano forces the throw for Atlanta. Anu frustrated. It is an Atlanta throw, though. Out of contact. No whistle as Butts went down. Iniguez. The goal scorer, Cristiano, plays it over the top, looking for Eck, but it curled away from him. Eck then a little bit of a shoulder tug. Sananu, deliberate in his actions. Good pressure by Huntsville. Atlanta able to deal with it. Gill was calling for it. Fortune. Pita working against Cristiano. Does well with it there. They collide into the ad boards. And then a foul on Luke Brennan. Looks like that's Veliz who is down for Huntsville City in the corner. Yeah, bit of a knee from behind there by Brennan. He gets called for it. This portion of the broadcast is sponsored by Gallagher. Brennan. Chica. Flicked ahead. Iniguez gets there before Chongqui. Jose Silva, the manager, head coach for Atlanta United 2, took over as the interim towards the end of last season. 6-5-1 under his tutelage. Stint earned him the full-time role. Took the interim tag off. It's the highest finish in club history. Finished the season with 38 points. Brennan. Chica back for Brennan as they search for the equalizer in this first half. Gill gets around, feeds it in front, and it's tapped home. Liam Butts, who scored 13 goals last season, has equalized it here in the first half. Butts has his first with Atlanta. From Dunbar on the feed, Butts just redirected. Gill got it started wide. And we're knotted up at 1. Dunbar's first goal contribution as well with Atlanta. Butts came in with 18 goals in 36 appearances in his next pro career. That is a goal every other game for him. His first with an ATL2 comes in match number 3 in 2026. Now, how does Huntsville respond? Brennan. Butts to Dunbar, those two combined on the goal. Late whistle, foul given. His fortune went down. Make that Shongqui. And a free kick from an advantageous spot for Atlanta United too, who have grabbed control of this match. Into the mixer, headed away, handled well by Huntsville. Gill back on it. He took a spill, gets it over to Chica. Now the whistle blows for another foul, a free kick from that spot. Dunbar, he has a go. Just rises high over the bar. Dunbar, very skilled, scored 20 goals in USL Championship. Just a bit too high on that. Mackey to send it away on the goal kick. Van de Venter. Muhammad. Wide to Molina. Huntsville building forward and put well wide. Butts, who scored the Atlanta goal, he was held. This portion of the broadcast is sponsored by Renegade Lemonade. Contact there. Overmay lets him play. Brennan. Brennan. And he's forced all the way over the end line. Well defended. Out for a goal kick. Goals in the 14th minute by Cristiano for Huntsville. Butts for Atlanta in the 26th, both their first of the year. Dunbar assisted on the Atlanta goal. Chica curls it high. Correction, that was Pita. Santiago Pita. One more look. Dunbar's been a menace in this first half. Sure if Pita just mishit that. About 10 minutes to go in this first half. Huntsville trying to bounce back from a 7-2 embarrassing defeat last week to Crown Legacy, while Atlanta tries to make it 2 wins in a row before a lengthy road trip. past Chong Kui and a giveaway. Van de Vetter, wide for Molina. Muhammad, watched by Majub. No assist on the Cristiano goal. The assist on Butt's goal went to Dunbar. Van de Vetter, the Northwestern alum. Molina tracking with Chong Kui, plays into the area, and that's a corner coming for Huntsville. First corner of the match for Huntsville. Atlanta have had 4. They leave it short. Brunei plays it back towards goal. Cristiano couldn't find it. Flicked up into the air and cleared away. Quick hydration break here in the first half. Those players who are observing Ramadan, a chance to break their fast. Let's take a look at our scoring summary from this first half. Leo Cristiano in the 14th minute after this shot block. Ricochet right to him. Perfectly placed ball, bottom right, past Jonathan Ransom. He had no chance. It was Cristiano, the captain's first with Huntsville. And then Gill gets around Valise, trying to answer for Atlanta. Dunbar, and it pinballs in off of Liam Butts, who has his first as a member of Atlanta United too. He had 13 goals in 24 appearances last year for New England Revolution. And he and Dunbar combined made it 1-1 in the 26th. Some stats from the first half to this point. Atlanta out shooting Huntsville 8-3. 3-1 in shots on target. The one for Huntsville City ended up in the back of the net. Last week, in the defeat to Crown Legacy, Huntsville gave up 22 total shots, 12 on target, and 7 big chances. Over the top, looking for Muhammad. Dunbar settles it down for Chong Kui. Making his first start since an MCL injury in the preseason. Yiguez Jersey tug by Dunbar, and Corbin May blows his whistle. And a yellow shown. Dunbar picks it up. So he's got a yellow and he's got an assist now in the first half. Brunet. Malachi Molina with room to operate. Across, back post, a good ball. Oh, but Cristiano couldn't direct it towards goal. Seemed like he tried to be unselfish. But it was a great delivery in. And Cristiano just couldn't put it towards target. Good ball forward. Muhammad across. Big save. Ransom. Huntsville a good push the last couple of minutes. But Ransom keeps this game level at 1. Here's the first look on the chance for Cristiano. Molina, an excellent ball. And then just now, Muhammad tried to play towards Eck, and Eck slid it with his right foot. And Ransom, a brick wall, and it will be a corner. In swinging for Huntsville in the final moments of this first half. Back post, Muhammad sends it over goal. It'll be a goal kick. Ransom, he's coming off that huge stop a moment ago. It's over everybody and out for a Huntsville throw-in. Been a really good first half. Both teams have pushed at different times. Muhammad on the turn. He's harassed and draws a whistle. Throwing from a ways away for Atlanta. Williams runs into Chica. Flag up here. Mackey, 2 minutes of added time here in the first half, winding down. Molina, over the top, Muhammad. Muhammad gets there first. Muhammad earns the corner. And this will likely be the last action of the first half. Huntsville have been successful with that ball over the top in this first half. Created multiple chances. Now a last second corner to close out the first half. The in-swinger on its way, near post. Nobody home in orange. And there is the whistle for halftime. Our score at the half, Atlanta 1, Huntsville 1. Coming up at halftime, the rumors are true. Danny Rojas from the Ted Lasso Show has been in camps. Plus, the pathway is not restricted to players, as some assistant and head coaches have made their way up the coaching tree within MLS clubs. All that and more as we start the halftime show after a short break.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Our halftime score from Athens, Atlanta, and Huntsville knotted up at 1. There have been a number of coaches who started with the youth to the Next Pro side and are now assistant and even head coaches in MLS. Let's meet a player who had a decision to make after his career between the lines and decided to give back as a coach as we head to North Texas and chat with Matt Hedges.
Very excited to be here officially. I helped out a little bit last year. I really enjoyed my time working with the players, working with the staff. So I'm glad to be able to be on the staff full time and be involved. Towards the end of my career, I started thinking about what I wanted to do, post playing, and coaching was something that for a while I didn't know if I wanted to do it. When my kids started to get a little bit older and I started doing it with them, I started enjoying it, and I thought I had a lot of knowledge that I could pass down to young players. That was kind of an easy decision after thinking about it. There's lots of different things that I can teach them from my career, but also the mentality, the intensity, the winning mentality is what I want to bring to the young guys, because they're going to need that. I played at a high level college, and I was still a little bit overwhelmed when I first got here, and it's the adaptation. If you don't do it quick at that time, then you were kind of out of the system. But now I think, especially with the academy and bringing those guys up and then moving into a environment like MLS Next Pro with North Texas, then I think it's a big jump in the quality of everything that is involved with this, and I think it's huge for developing players. I think there used to be a lot of guys who kind of got pushed out of the system if it wasn't working right away, but now those guys maybe get a second chance and can develop into good players. Yeah, it feels good. I mean, it feels like home. Like you said, I've been here for a long time. I know a lot of people here. I knew John beforehand. I knew a lot of the other staff beforehand, and even some of the players I still know. So it's just nice to be back in a familiar environment and be able to give these players my knowledge. This year, I think my goal is to improve our defensive solidarity. Obviously, I want to try to improve individually the players in the defensive line, help them improve their tendencies. But as a unit, I want our group to be solid and to give up less goals. That's always the goal. And for me, that was like my big thing as a player throughout my career. I always wanted to give up less goals, and I think that's something I want to pass on to these defensive players.
Welcome back to Athens, 1-1 at the half. Atlanta and Huntsville all knotted up. Hey, it's not an act. One of your favorite Ted Lasso actors did make an appearance in a camp, and he could play. And we tracked him down to talk about the experience with Chicago Fire.
Hola, hola, this is Cristo Fernandez, and we're here at the new facilities in Chicago Fire. Very happy and grateful to be here. I know I've been doing more acting and filmmaking these last couple of years. I would have never imagined how life was gonna turn for me. Never imagined that with my new dreams of film and acting, football, soccer was gonna be the thing that was gonna open them for me. I say this because I've always missed football, soccer. That's my first love. The level is very intense, young upcoming players, so lots of potential in this club. I can say that this is world-class level. I played professionally back home in Guadalajara. We didn't have this level of world-class facilities. I think the club is doing something great for both the city, the team, the players. It's a dream come true for anyone to be here, so for me it's also a dream come true to be here now, and I am grateful for the opportunity. What has surprised me is the level of the team. I've seen both the first team, the second team, the players, they're doing something great. And what surprised me as well is the quality of the people, very nice people. And that also says a lot about the club, and I think that's very important. It's been really nice getting back to the field, training, and really giving my best and believing I still can play this professionally, and we'll see where the dream takes us. But it's been really nice.
Football is life for Danny Rojas. Love that. I love how complimentary he is of this league and what Chicago is building in their development system. As halftime continues, let's reintroduce our newest club in 2026, Connecticut United.
This is Connecticut's newest club, built for the entire state, not just one city.
Connecticut's a pretty culturally diverse state. Doesn't really have one major city. There's a bunch of small cities that are pretty close to each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the stage the founding partner of Connecticut Sports Group, Mr. Andre Swanston.
I remember feeling like, okay, it's on now, because talk is cheap. A lot of people say, oh, I'm gonna own the team, and da-da-da. You hear that all day, every day, everywhere. And so it kind of, it was late 2023 when kind of everything went through. We knew it was approved and it was gonna happen. And it was just kind of, Michelle and I were like, all right, okay, it's on now, like, let's go.
I want to thank all of you who have made today possible and who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to bring these ideas to life, including the entire team from the Connecticut Sports Group.
Before the first professional match, the foundation was already in motion. In 2024, CT United launched its professional academy.
We started our academy first because we wanted to, one, make CT United tangible to the community and so they could see it, touch it, feel it, that we're here.
One of my first conversations with Andre and Michelle, when I met with them and we started discussing, their vision and what they wanted for their football team in the state of Connecticut, the ambitions They're breaking down the barriers for giving kids opportunities to play in the academy. Once you have that idea, then I think it becomes pretty clear in terms of now bringing in the right people in your staff and to start to identify the right type of players you want to come in.
It starts in MLS Next, and it continues in MLS Next Pro.
I think we're headed in the right direction. You know, we have a good group of guys. Coaching staff is alive and ready. And I think we're just pushing towards, you know, the start of the season and looking to have a good season.
We knew that we wanted a team that was entertaining. We wanted a team that was going to dominate with the ball and against the ball. A team that looked to play forward, a team that is aggressive.
They're entertaining players, man. I mean, I'm really excited being in the league for 4 years and seeing the group that we're gathering together makes me happy.
What the ownership and the sporting director laid out to me, we had a couple of calls before I decided to join the team. It was very ambitious. I like what they have planned for the team, and I like the future, and I want to be part of this project. We have a lot of young players, so I know we're going to be very energetic. We're all here to learn, to get better, and you know, when you're young, your brain is like a sponge.
So, here's the standard.
Connecticut is used to winning. We've got to show them like we're playing for real, like we're not messing around. And then also I think with being the only black owner in the league, like I'm not losing, right? Like I refuse to make it seem like I can't build something that can compete on the level.
Exciting times in MLS Next Pro. It's 1-1 at the half, Atlanta and Huntsville. Let's take a look at our upcoming schedule for MLS Next Pro. These are scores from last week. And now let's look ahead at our upcoming schedule. Toronto and NYCFC get next week underway on Thursday. And then on the 21st, next Saturday, a packed four-match day on the slate. Some teams also in action in the U.S. Open Cup this week as well. Let's take a look back at our first half highlights. 1-1 our score. Opportunity early for Chong Kui. Will Mackey, Johnny on the spot. Muhammad then. This is the first goal of the match. Takes the shot. It's blocked. Lays out there for Cristiano. Fortuitous bounce. He capitalizes. Tucks it past Jonathan Ransom. And it gave Huntsville City the 1-0 lead in the 14th minute. Busy first half for Cameron Dunbar on that shot. And then here he assists on the goal to Liam Butts. Butts, his first with Atlanta United 2. That evened the score at 1 in the 26th minute. And that is where we stand now. But Dunbar again wreaking havoc. This was another good chance later on in the half for Santiago Pita, the 18-year-old. And then just before the half, Huntsville had a shot. Maximo Eck couldn't tuck it past Ransom. We'll be back in just a moment with second half action from Athens after this.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro. Wins it!
Yeah, boys hear sentiment. Flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still sticking ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best. Can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions. Trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just
We're just about ready for the second half on the campus of the University of Georgia. 1-1 our score at the half. Atlanta United 2 trying to remain unbeaten this season. 1 win and a draw through 2 weeks as Huntsville tries to bounce back and earn a result on the road after a 7-2 defeat at the hands of Crown Legacy. We are going to have some changes here for the second half. We'll relay those to you in a moment. So now Atlanta will go right to left. Huntsville will go left to right. Each team had their moments of opportunities in the first half. Fairly even match. See how the second half unfolds. Josh Appel with you. Thanks so much for being a part of match day 3 with us. Aiden Torres comes on to begin the second half for Atlanta, and he replaces Jay Fortune. Now we're ready to go with half number 2. Ransom gets it started. Out for a Huntsville throw. Fortune's day is done. And when Torres' day begins, nasty collision there along the touchline. Torres had started and played every minute of the first 2 matches. Dunbar tracks it down. Dunbar went down, gets back up. It's cleared away for the moment. He is so dangerous, Dunbar is. Chica battling with Elise. Elise got pulled down, play rolls on. Free kick from distance coming. Put into the mixer. Pretty good ball, but eluded everybody. Taken away by Butts. Deflected away on the shot attempt. Brennan wins it in the corner. Cross, Butts trying to settle it down, battling with Williams. Good support. Sent away by Ransom. Ball, threatening moment, corner earned. Santiago Pita has been heavily involved in the attack tonight. Header, punched away. Kept alive by Gill. Brennan trying to work through two. He goes down, but it is going to be a corner. Good bounce for Atlanta there. Curled in for everybody, took a deflection. Whistle. Atlanta thinks it should go their way. It will. Dunbar. Chongqui slides it in front, but the flag was up for offside. Take it away for Luke Brennan. Unfortunate. But it's Dunbar involved once again. Must be saying that Chongqui was off. It's a really good ball across. Third minute just underway in the second half. Atlanta's been on the front foot in the early going here. Flick forward, Butts gets there. Liam Butts taken down in the penalty area. And an immediate point to the spot and a yellow for Nigel Prince. Clear scoring opportunity for Butts. The tackle from behind by Nigel Prince. Former member of the Atlanta organization. And Liam Butts draws the foul in the box. And a penalty opportunity for Atlanta United 2 to take the lead early in the second half. Santiago Pita will take it against Will Mackey, 18-year-old against 17-year-old in goal. Pita hesitates, and he's stopped. Will Mackey says no, and Huntsville are fired up. Will still be a corner for Atlanta, but how about this stop? The hesitation didn't fool Mackey, and he got out there with his right hand and turned it aside. And now another yellow coming as Dunbar went down, and a free kick coming from just outside the area. Moises Veliz picks up the yellow. Brennan and Dunbar stand over this. Second booking of the match for Huntsville. Dunbar has a yellow as well for Atlanta. Dunbar looks to be taking this. Cameron Dunbar delivers. Punched away by Mackey with confidence. Chased down by Torres, the first teamer. Gill. Dunbar to his left, back post. Bicycle kick attempt and a foul. That would have been something. Brennan will give it a go! What a strike! Luke Brennan had one taken away for offside earlier. Would not be denied there. A thunderous strike for Luke Brennan, and Atlanta grabs the lead. A howitzer. And it's 2 unanswered for Atlanta. Nothing Mackey could do. Huntsville will make its first changes of the night. Relay those subs to you in just a moment. Nick Pariano enters for Belize. Klaus Sullivan Nicholas Sullivan, excuse me, on for Van de Vetter. Just looking around MLS Next Pro at the moment, who's going to stop Crown Legacy? They're up 3-0 on Inter Miami 2. A week after putting up 7. They're tops in the conference league in scoring right now. Houston with a 3-0 advantage over Portland. And we're 2-1 here, approaching the 1 hour mark, thanks to the goal by Brennan. Huntsville trying to answer. Cristiano, oh, unfortunate bounce for Huntsville. Great play by Sinanu. And it's out for a goal kick after the double deflection. Yes. Brunet. Molina. Dunbar watching him. Molina turns back. Gives to Brunet. Pariano, hands off. On the switch. Controlled on that far side. Whipped in. Torres clears. Brennan, who just unleashed the go-ahead goal for Butts. Butts with space on the outside. He scored the first goal. Butts tried to find Brennan. Good defending. Now Pariano for Huntsville. Jonqui steps up. Jonqui for Dunbar. He's been a thorn. Dunbar with a beautiful feed for Butts. And Liam's got a brace. And Atlanta's got a 3-1 lead with 3 unanswered. So nice. They had to connect twice. Dunbar to Butts for the second time tonight. Leo Cristiano put Huntsville ahead 1-0 in the 14th minute. And since then, Butts, Brennan, then Butts for his second have Atlanta in full control. This portion of the broadcast is sponsored by Emory Healthcare. Huntsville really with their backs against the wall now. You think back to the save on the penalty by Will Mackey. And Atlanta, unfazed, kept their foot on the gas. And now Huntsville try to answer. By the way, Colorado and SKC underway in Denver in what looks like a blizzard. Cool scene out there. But here in Georgia, that one flickers wide. And out for a corner. Gill also looks like he just picked up a yellow. Pita actually picks up the yellow, not Gill. Corner coming for Huntsville in the 64th minute. Iniguez, back post, the header, wide. A perfect delivery in, and just missed the target. Iniguez, a perfect ball. Oh. Huntsville will want that one back. Huntsville's threatened a couple times since giving up that third goal. Nobody home to receive that. Brennan in a foot race. Gets there first. He's got the second goal. Cuts to his right. Brunet came over to support. And Huntsville takes over. Good opportunity here for Huntsville, but again, well defended by Atlanta, and it will be a corner. Eck with the opportunity. This portion of the broadcast is sponsored by Gallagher. Again, this is the last home match for Atlanta until May 10th in league play. They go on the road for 5 in a row the entire month of April after this. Ball is played in, headed away. Molina chases it down. Sent back towards goal. And Ransom grabs it out of the air. Long throw. It's Dunbar. How good has he been tonight? Cameron Dunbar against Cristiano. 2 assists for Dunbar. Plays it for Brennan. Brennan back to his left. Brennan unleashes a shot blocked. ball trying to spring. Successful for Nicholas Sullivan, as Atlanta will now make a couple of substitutions. Enzo Dovlo in for Santiago Pita. Dovlo, the youngster, enters. Moises Tablante comes in for Luke Brennan. And Arif Kovac enters for Liam Butts. So the goal scorers come off for Jose Silva. Liam Butts a brace, both assisted by Cameron Dunbar. And Luke Brennan, the go-ahead goal in the 58th minute. 2 goals in a matter of 4 minutes for Atlanta United 2, and they've taken a stranglehold on this match. Kovac, Dunbar, 2 assists for him tonight. Dunbar against Cristiano, back heel, played towards, cleared away. Chica going to chase it down. Turns, gave it away. It's Aiden Torres now. Reset with Ransom. Flag is up for offside. 70 minutes in the books. Brunei, the SMU product. Nigel Prince, along for Molina. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Adidas. Atlanta United in full control, 3-1, trying to protect this lead. Less than 20 minutes to go. Taken by Gill. He's had a strong night. Cross, handled by Mackey. Gill pressuring Brunei. Dovlo forced the throw in for Huntsville. Huntsville building forward. Shot from distance deflects. It's out for a corner. Eck sent that one. And Yiguez will go out to take the corner kick. Will be an in-swinger. Headed away by Sinanu. Cristiano went down. It'll be a free kick. Huntsville wants to get it started quickly, but Atlanta big moment in the match. Huntsville trying to get one back and make this a one-goal game as we head toward the finish. Brunet and Yiguez stand over it. And Yiguez towards goal! Oh, it's hit the outside. Decent go at it. A couple of times Huntsville have come close, but unable to put it on frame. No whistle there, surprisingly. Kovac took a spill. Look at the size on Kovac. Tablante, pass to nobody. The whistle comes there. Ariano. Oh, that's good combo play, but even better defending. Dunbar takes over. Gill. Dovolo. Tablante. And clear. Long over the top, lands on a hop with Ransom. Tablante. Throwing for Chongqui. He's getting a bit more physical here.
A yellow card has been assessed to Atlanta United to number 18.
Sinanu picks up a yellow. Huntsville coming forward. Oh, again, good defending at the last moment. it's Brunet. Dunbar. Dovolo. Dunbar, that's a clear shove by Brunet and an easy yellow. Third booking against Huntsville. Brunet just a clear shove from behind.
Huntsville City FC, number 6, Charles Brennan.
Corbin May telling Muhammad to back up a bit. Going long for Molina. Majub cuts it off. Tablante. Chonqui gives back to Tablante. Now Gill. Sidesteps Brunet. Good job by Pariano. Throw in here for Atlanta. Cameron Dunbar's night is over. What a night for him. Cibrian will come on. Dunbar finishes the night with a couple of assists. Might have been the best player on the pitch for Atlanta. Muhammad couldn't get there before Majub cut it off. Brunet. Foul goes against Huntsville. Ransom will take the long free kick. Dovolo, pressured by Williams. Williams wins that battle. Atlanta turns it over. Huntsville, rather. And it's recovered by Dovolo for Atlanta. Looking for Kovac. And a goal kick coming. Can Huntsville get one back? Eck for Muhammad. Muhammad tries. Save made by Ransom. Some insurance on the way potentially for Atlanta. Leading 3-1. Kovac mishit it to Blante, the chance! Blocked off the line by Williams. Still alive for Kovac. And a foul the other way. Kovac mishit it. Took a good bounce for Tablante, but excellent job by Williams sacrificing the body. Huntsville still with a puncher's chance. But they need one, and they need another one quickly. Kovac on the run. Kovac lays it ahead. A good ball. And the finishing touch from Double-O. It's 4 for Atlanta United 2. And the icing on the cake. A couple of substitutions. Salt this one away for the home side. Double-O's first with Atlanta United. See the substitution coming on for Huntsville. David Salacombo. Salacombo just in. I asked Jose Silva about Double-O. I want to get him isolated, create chances from that. And the 12th overall pick in this year's MLS Super Draft with his first. Promising start for Huntsville, but Atlanta over the course of this match scored 4 unanswered. Butts with a brace, Brennan the go-ahead goal, and Double-O, the 12th overall pick in this past draft, with the 4th. Molina whips it in, headed away, comes back to Molina. You know, Chris O'Neill's not going to be happy with the last two games defensively. 7 goals allowed, 4 goals allowed, 11 over the last 2, and this is a coach who prides himself on his side being difficult to break down, and tonight that just hasn't been the case. But a little too easy for Atlanta to create chances. Dovolo. Torres. Gill. We'll have 3 minutes of stoppage time in this second half. An extra ball made its way onto the playing surface. Cristiano, the captain who scored earlier, the first goal of the match. Taken away, Chica. About a minute to go. It will turn out to be a dominant performance by Atlanta. "19 shot attempts, 8 on goal for Atlanta tonight. 14 from inside the penalty area. An excellent home performance, and they will remain unbeaten. They move to 2-0-1, while Huntsville City continues to search for answers in their defensive structure. They gave up 7 last game, 4 tonight. And scored 11-3 in the last 2 games since their season opening win, 3-1 against Orlando. And there is the whistle for full time. Atlanta United 2 moves to 2-0-1. Huntsville drops to 1-2-0. 4-1 is your final. Butts with a brace. Brennan and Dovolo also get on the score sheet. A couple of assists for Cameron Dunbar. But Tonight's man of the match is the man with the brace. It's brought to you by Adidas. Liam Butts, our man of the match. Butts in the 26th minute from Dunbar, redirected. Level the match at 1, and it's not deja vu. It's Dunbar again playing it across. Butts unmarked, all alone with the tap-in for his first and second goal with Atlanta United. That'll do it for us here from Athens, Georgia. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Josh Appel. Once again, our final score, Atlanta 4, Huntsville 1. Don't forget you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Good night. We'll talk to you next time.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.